a definition of classic rock, I think it would be that song right there. As that man sings that song, I can take in this whole audience and I can see in your faces, especially you right up there in this third last row. Because from here, this is like a magnifying glass on you. Yeah, turn around and look at him right there. It's a late, it's no judgment. I can tell that every single person here tonight has personalized that song in some way for who wouldn't want to look into the future and know what it holds, or maybe not. But the man who put that thought and that melody and those lyrics in your head is standing right there. That legendary man from Alabama. I'm talking about the one and only Tommy Shaw. Surprising honor to announce to you that on the bass guitar tonight is a man who I have known since the moment he was born. Not that they allowed anyone into the delivery room back then, but I was just outside the door and I heard him bawl his little eyes out and they said, "You've got a baby brother and his name is Terry Gowan." Binghamton, you don't bawl his eyes out again. This man once played in a band called the Guess Who for a good number of years. I like to point out to him every once in a while that it's a fine established Canadian band, and he being American, we do kind of resent you guys coming to our country and stealing our jobs, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. Now, he co-wrote and he produced our two most recent albums. Of course, that would be The Mission of 2017 and an album that we released in 2021 when we came back after that silly year that we had together. And we released an album called Crash of the Crown, and it went to #1 on the Billboard Rock Album charts. Thanks to you, Evankovich.
Solo!
The international flavor of this band, yeah, exactly.
Solo!
Can only be exemplified when one member of that band can go and do a sold-out tour in Europe, actually. He just got back from England, from the UK, where he was all over the place because drummers around the world venerate him and come to genuflect with his shrine. 10 times he has won the Reader's Poll in Modern Drummer magazine. He has recorded and played with legendary Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. He did a couple of television performances that he lived to talk about from a band. It was kind of binding contract because usually their drummers don't survive. That's a band called Spinal Tap. He was also the middleweight champion of... No, he wasn't actually. Make him stand up for you, Todd Sucherman! Skills beyond all measure. This legendary man is about to step forward if you give him the kind of love he deserves. He comes from Chicago, Illinois. He's a master of the Stratocaster, a cat in a hat. He signed a recording contract 53 years ago for a band called Styx. As a result, he has played on, sang on, written on, and sometimes even stood on every Styx album since the beginning of time. Stretching right back to the time of Theodore Roosevelt, there he is, James Young, J.Y.
Now you understand why we refer to him as the Godfather. Unbelievable. It's so cool to be in this band. They found me, I played at a club, and somehow they needed a guy, and they called me up, and I just happened to be available because the last check I got from a band was $25. And, so I'm still waiting to hear whether it's a permanent job. But on the other side of the stage, you talk about gifts or just something that in the stars is meant to be. You know, you look and you look and you don't find that one person, and without even looking at all, you get booked at the same show where this man, all by himself, is playing piano and singing in French in Quebec. We're downstairs in the dressing room below that auditorium, and we hear this thunderous applause and screaming and all this stuff. We're going, who is this guy? And a couple of people said, that's Gowan. Can we go meet him? We went and met him. We can't like this guy. He can't be. It's probably true. We went and met him, and he was the coolest guy. But he had just roasted that audience, and we said, well, let's stay friends. You never know what might happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lawrence